This is Famous Radio, live. Every Monday, 6 to 7 p.m. Let's go. This is Famous Radio, live. Every Monday, 6 to 7 p.m. Let's go.
Yes, indeed. Another week, Famous Flavor Radio Live. DJ Famous, Rain, the hostess with the mostest. Each and every Monday, 6 to 7 p.m. it goes down. Tell a friend, tell another friend. If you missed any previous episodes, log on right now, famousflavor.com. Hit that radio tab or go straight to famousflavorradio.com. And you can see all the missed previous episodes. So what we got going on today?
Got a lot going on today. You already know, but you got to first give a shout out to the sponsors. This is where the news is coming from. They sponsoring the news today in the show. So, Core Water, be true to your core. Woo.
Yes, indeed.
My sons love the flavored waters. They took all of them.
That's why we ain't got no flavored waters? Because you took all of them last week?
and I didn't even get to drink all of them. My sons is drinking all of them. And then shout out to Google, Don't Be Evil, and Sapient Consultants. We got our little, socks. We got
Yes, indeed.
What is this? The antibacterial, got to keep the hands clean.
All that.
So first shout out actually goes out to the top of the news, goes out to one of our sponsors, Google. So Google provided $1 million grant to Hidden Genius Project, an Oakland-based organization dedicated to the increase of the representation of Black male youth in technology. Nice. So shout out to them. Yeah, Google, they doing the most out there. Yeah. Okay, and as I reported last week, Meek Mills was looking at 2 to 4 years for a violation of his 12-year probation sentence. And it has sparked a new debate regarding criminal justice reform. Many celebrities such as T.I., Kevin Hart, and Jay-Z have taken to social media to support Meek Mills and requesting people to sign the petition on change.org addressed to the Pennsylvania governor, Tom Wolf, asking for the state to reevaluate his sentence. There's also been a rally held today from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. outside of the Criminal Justice Center in Philly. So, that's been a talk of a lot of people, just coming in. It's not just rappers. It's a lot of celebrities that came to social media to show their solidarity. Jay-Z, actually, I don't know. I hope, they said that Jay-Z is not on social media, but I've seen him. So he is on Twitter. Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm quoting him and not some imposter. But okay, so this was the quote that Jay-Z put out there on Twitter. The sentence handed down by the judge against the recommendation of the assistant district attorney and the probation officer is unjust and heavy-handed. We will always stand and support Meek Mills, both as he attempts to right this wrongful sentence and returning to his musical career. So, we got to give a shout out anybody supports, go to change.org and sign that petition. Next, Tiffany Haddish. Now, she's the comedian from that movie Girls Trip.
Yes.
Okay, so she made history last night on Saturday Night Live by becoming the first Black female stand-up comic to host the show in all its 43 seasons. I think that's super dope. Especially there, her debut was actually that movie Girls Trip, but she did so well, and she's been getting so much, press from it. Everybody loved her, so she got the opportunity to actually do that yesterday. So shout out to her.
That's what's up.
That is definitely what's up, right? Definitely. So next, Chris Brown, his album went not platinum. I'm sure it's gonna go platinum, but it went gold in 1 week. He has 45 tracks on this album. It takes 2 hours and 40 minutes to actually listen to it from beginning to end. Huh?
Was that like a Biggie joint? Like the way that...
I don't know. It's 45 tracks. I was downloading like, wait a minute, hold up. This is crazy.
You got the bootleg?
Why are you hating on me?
I'm just saying.
I didn't say I had the bootleg. I'm just saying I was downloading. I could download from a lot of stuff, right? Thank you very much.
All right.
Not the bootleg, though.
Why it rain?
No. Are you crazy? My phone wouldn't even work, B. Nah, B. Right. Yo, my man. Don't be trying to go there. All right, next. Colin Kaepernick. He's actually on the cover of GQ magazine as the Citizen of the Year. So shout out to him. So you see, he's still doing things. And shout out to Cardi B. Remember last week I said that she was on the cover of Rolling Stone's 50th anniversary magazine. She's actually now on the cover of New York Magazine. Yesterday, Lil' Kim's debut album, Hardcore, turned 21. Yesterday, so nice. That's super dope. And that song came out with Remy and her. So how you feeling about that song?
I'm always support anything coming out of the Bronx, so I'm a little biased on that question right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm a Remy can't do no wrong type of dude.
I feel you on that. I feel the same way about Remy, and I feel the same way about Kim. Spins. Me and Kim, she's my birthday twin, so we share the same birthday. So she's a Cancer, 7/11. Shout out.
On your hardcore shit?
Yeah, come on. There you go. The bus is coming. You want the bus to come on my way? Go. All right. So Charlamagne the God the other day awarded himself Donkey of the Day after realizing that many men have been raised in the rape culture in this country. Being morally honest, Shaw says that the culture of getting women drunk and high, spying on them, and things of that nature, things that he has said to women in past interviews is part of rape culture. So he was like, we are in the age of accountability, and men have to be morally honest and admit that we've been raised on rape culture and it is wrong. So what you think you got to say? What you got to say about that?
I ain't with none of that rape shit, so I don't even know.
Well, they're not saying rape. They're saying that anything that, or talking to chick, catcalling, you know what I'm saying? That's all part of rape culture. They said that it's all part of it.
I'm just not with all that rape shit.
All right, no more cake. You can't talk about cake on the show no more. That's part of rape culture.
Wow.
Just playing. Not to make a joke out of rape culture, because it's not a joke ever. But I just found that it was very interesting that he actually went on and he was very honest about it, and he talked about his own issues with it, and didn't even realize as a grown man that he was actually part of it, and was actually he didn't want to do it anymore. He just wanted to bring light to the situation. So kudos to Charlamagne the God and Ray J. I don't really talk about Ray J, but this dude right here, right? Like, I was like, hold up, wait a minute, Ray. Like, hold up. Because everybody been clowning Ray for mega years. This dude just signed a deal, $31 million with Cowboy Wholesale for his electronic transportation company, Raycon. Little things that he had on Love and Hip Hop.
Bike shit?
Yeah.
31 mil?
31 mil, penned in ink. That's what I'm talking about. He ain't Brandy's little brother anymore. You can't refer to him as Brandy's little brother anymore.
Guess we won't be seeing him on Love and Hip Hop next season.
Doubt it. I don't know.
Don't need it.
And last but least, happy birthday to Whoopi Goldberg. She turned 61 today. Shout out to her. But word, I'm about to I don't know. I think I need to get into technology, something we
gotta come up with something.
The famous Flava radio.
Now we're gonna do the hovercraft shit, like the shit that can fly.
And then you can get the hostess with the mostest edition. You know what
I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Because it has to happen. It gotta go out there.
Let's get into the show. What we got going on today? Who we got?
848.
Let's be clear. Cool Kid, the Hood Legend, is in the building. This is a BX show. Whoa. The cast of 848 will be in the building today. This shit is going down. Monumental. Famous Flava Radio Live. As usual, as we put on. Yo, Kid, what's good, bro?
What's going on?
How you feeling, man?
It's been a bit, huh?
It's been a minute since I see you. It's been a couple of New Years and all that. But I know you good. This my brother from another.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Kid go back. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I see him out there working, I know he good. You know what I'm saying? What you got working on, man? What you working on?
I'm trying to get you back in the studio. So a lot of people don't know that Famous, before he was a DJ, was a very dope rapper. Probably still is.
Where are you?
So Famous used to be on the Cool Kid mixtapes back in the days.
I need a copy of that too.
Really?
He used to be the rapper
just for monumental purposes.
Yo, you got bars?
He got bars.
You got bars?
I had bars.
Had bars.
I'm gonna tell you the story. I'm gonna tell you the story real quick, because I don't want to drain him with that. But real quick, because it's an 848 show. But I'm gonna tell you real quick the way this shit went down. I was rapping, right?
Uh-huh.
Cool Kid was in Truman. I was in EV, because I've been Shroom getting kicked out of Clinton, Walton. I've been in a couple of joints. So I think I was in EV at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was uptown at the top, and kid was Allerton. So he was like, yo, you gotta get on this Kid Cool Kid tape. And I was going around, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, yo, my man from across the street, he was like, yo, you gotta get on this mixtape. So he brought me straight to Cool Kid crib. I spit, got on the mixtape, and then I was just like, yo, I just want to, I'm here for the ride. Let me see what's going on. So we bagged it up. Shit was like crack. Niggas putting you know what?
We was actually sitting in the
tapes.
crib
This
bagging
was
up.
CDs. Niggas bagging them up. We was getting on the train. Niggas was going to
We was
Canal.
going everywhere. We was going
and I was
Jamaica
like,
Ave
I was
on
like,
the bus.
this nigga kid getting real money out here.
We got
I was
the
like,
albums already?
that's been my rap career ever since. I was like, yeah, so let's put DJ in front of that famous.
Wait.
And let's make it happen.
So how did you turn like transform from a
Oh, we
rapper
gotta go?
into a DJ?
Let's go to the lines there and get back to
Do
that.
y'all want to know? I want to know.
Famous Flavor Radio Live, you on the air. What's good?
Hello?
Yo, good afternoon.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, peace. This is Benny Bricks from A48.
Yo,
What up?
What's good, bro? I'm saying, we appreciate you calling, but why you not in the building, though? What's good, though?
Yo, I'm out of state taking care of some business.
Okay. That's what's up, then. So you just calling us support the cause. But we waiting for your other cast members to get in the building so we can really get into this 848. You know what I'm saying? We've been watching it. I've been seeing y'all moving out there, and I like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But when you get back in town, we gotta do a part 2 or something and get you on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the cast is coming. Shout out to Raina, hostess with the mostest.
What's going
That's the sis from the
on,
hood.
Angie? You already know. Man, first and foremost, while I got
Appreciate-
you on the line, I just want to say, just as a person who's known you almost my entire life, super proud of you. Super duper proud of you, bro. Like, you doing so much out here, and you know, like, your story, your testimony, all of that just speaks volumes. And you know, thank you for being inspiration, not only to people in the hood we grew up in, but especially the young men. You know, that they can do whatever it is that they put their mind to. So shout out to you, definitely. I gotta definitely put that out there.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I mean, I know as someone who grew up, you know, without a father, I know a lot of our young men are going astray nowadays because they are growing up without fathers. So if I have a platform where I can deliver a message, a positive message to help steer some of these young men who are fatherless in the right direction, in a more positive direction, and be an example of them, be an example of someone without a father being able to do something productive and making something out of themselves, I'm going to do that. So every opportunity that I have to show and prove that a person can come from nothing or have grow up without two parents in the home, and as long as he's determined and consistent and courageous enough to follow a dream, that it can happen.
Super dope.
So that's one of my goals that I'm attacking daily is to, you know, help the young brothers and sisters try to reach some of their goals and achieve and make some of these accomplishments that we once thought were impossible. I mean, one of my true inspirers is Barack Obama, the former president. I never thought that we would ever see a black president, and homeboy went for it, and he did it. He accomplished it. So kind of lets me know that we can do anything that we want to as long as we put our minds to it.
Yo, Inch, without giving away the interview and all that, you know what I'm saying? You being one of the main stars of 848, if not the star of the joint, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's a star, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, I just salute you on the fact that you an uptown dude coming out. We don't got a lot of things uptown, you know what I'm saying, that we could say, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that come from the Bronx, but there's not a lot of uptown things coming from the Bronx that's consistent. You know what I'm saying? Niggas come, but they get a hit or miss and every day. But you seem to be consistent with what you got going on.
Well, you know, thanks a lot for that. And I definitely couldn't do it without the cast that was put together. Some of them are blood family. Some are family just by us, you know, by loyalty. So I think just like with every family, we go through things from time to time, but we always sit down at the table and say, well, our goal is to finish this project out, to inspire others to, continue making more projects. So whatever issues that we have, we always hash it out. I've seen a lot of other web series that have come up and they've like fallen apart. Web series, rap groups, crews in the street, dudes come up together, and then at some point something happens that break these guys apart. So what I'm trying to do with 848 is do whatever I have to do or whatever we can as a unit to keep us together no matter what. And with that as an example, again, maybe I can encourage other young people out there to do the same, that when they're trying to reach their goals, if they come through a bump in the road or some type of stump, not to give up, to keep going, that eventually things will work itself out. So thanks for recognizing that. I appreciate that. And, I'm definitely trying to do my best to represent for the Bronx. There's been a lot of people that have come, like you said, and have gone, and they're here for a quick second, then they disappear. I'm trying to practice this longevity thing and, just be consistent with it. It is a lot of hard work. It can become frustrating at times, but again, I have my eye on the ultimate goal. Definitely a bigger picture here that I'm striving for, so I'm going to keep going.
That's, like I said, that's just always an encouragement to everybody, inspiration. And not to get off the topic of 848, but I just want to ask you real quick. I know that you're working on Flowers in the Bed movie. When is that, do you think the release of that is coming out?
All right, for those who are out there listening, this is what happened. We had completed season 1 and season 2 of 848. I really had no immediate intentions of going into a season 3. Again, it is extremely, extremely hard work, a lot of work to put together one of these series and to carry it out. So the writing for it by itself is a huge feat in its own. It's kind of like writing a book. It takes a lot of work. You want to mesh everything together. You don't want to make any mistakes. Sometimes you have to go back just to make sure that the storyline is coming together along. So after season 1 and season 2, I said, you know what? I've established myself as a filmmaker. Let me go into the movies now. Let me take it a step up. Because one of the main reasons why I went into the movies is because when I was shopping 848, one of the places I went to shop in was the Red Box that rents out movies. They told me that 848, the project was too big. If I can congest it into one movie, they'll then possibly consider it.
Okay.
So I was like, damn. Netflix told me that my production needed to be a little bit more professional because, we're using a photography's camera. It's dope. Everything is coming out good, but Netflix just want a little bit more professional production. So I was like, well, Redbox, they'll take us, but the project is too big. Netflix, we need to, I guess, purchase a better camera, more expensive. What can I do in the meantime? I know what I'm going to do. How about we do one of the movies? Maybe we'll get the movie in the Redbox, earn some income, then we could purchase the camera.
Nice.
To do a more professional season, then we could submit that to Netflix. So I looked at all of the books that I had written. Flower's Bed was the most successful, the most popular. It was my bestseller. To date, I've sold over 80,000 copies of Flower's Bed.
Wow.
So I knew that story also had a message and some meaning. It touched a lot of women because it dealt with molestation from a family member with a female. In our minority communities, a lot of us don't speak about that, especially when it's coming from a biological family member. A lot of us are embarrassed or whatever. So I said, you know what, let me bring that book to the forefront as a movie. We put it together. We got a dope cast together, and then we started filming. While we were filming, because my daughter, I currently reside in Maryland, in Baltimore, Maryland. My daughter is the main character. Out of the 54 scenes or 55 scenes that I had written, she's in at least 45 of them. She was going to school and working at the time, so I could only bring her up to New York, because we're filming in New York, once a month, and I would give her maybe 4 or 5 scenes to do on that day. So she had a lot of pressure with the filming, and it was taking a little bit long because, again, I had to stretch it out monthly to film her scenes, And while I was doing that, I said, you know what? Let me see what's up with writing a third season. So then I sat down and I started getting inspired by different things to start writing season 3 of 848. I started January 1st, New Year's Day.
Wow.
And I wrote every single day until Easter Sunday. It was 4.5 months of writing. When I was done writing, I realized that season 3 was gigantic. It was a huge project. It was larger than season 1 and larger than season 2. Probably came out to about 2 seasons combined. And as right now, since we've been filming and I've been writing more, the project seems to just continue to grow. So it's actually going to be 2 seasons in one, that we're just going to continue going from one season all the way to the next. We usually give you guys like 13 episodes. We're going to give you guys 26 episodes from June to December.
Wow.
So when we were 50% done with Flower's Bed, and when I looked at 848 season 3, at the time we had 200 scenes. We primarily film on the weekends. We do about 4 scenes a weekend. So I said, if we do 4 scenes per weekend and there's 200 scenes, we need at least 50 weekends to film this.
Yeah.
It was June of 2017, and I said, if we were going to release in June of 2018, and I want to have at least 85% of the show filmed, we need to start filming now. So I sat down with the director, who is in 848, also known as Pretty. I explained the dilemma. I said we need as much time as possible. We need to put a hold on Flower's Bed for now, and let's go right into filming season 3 of 848.
Well, you know what? I want to thank you for calling in. Thank you for, everything that you do, for being the inspiration. Thank you for sharing your story. We're going to go on a break right now. We're going to bring some of the cast in from your show, 848 web series. But shout out to you. Shout out to Eda Wall. Shout out to everybody. Again, thank you for calling in. And we hope the next time we get you in the studio, we have to get you in the studio.
Next time I'll be there.
All right, definitely. Thanks for calling in. And
Broadcaster 848 is now in the building. The Hood Legend DJ Cool Kid on the set. You already know what it is. Introduce yourself, homie. Go left to right.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? I go by the name of Pretty Tone, the director, editor of the hit web series 848. And I'm here. Thank you for having me.
That's what's up. Who we got over here?
I'm Egypt, First Lady, 848 web series. What's good?
Egypt's starting to be a regular on the Famous Flavor radio joint, right?
you already know.
I've been trying.
You know what I mean?
We still need a part 2 of it.
You already know.
That show.
Yeah.
Say it.
So we gonna get right to you, Pretty. Explain to everyone all over the globe, what is 848? 48. When did the series start?
Well, we started filming in 2015. The show is pretty much, we a group of hustlers from out of the Bronx, and we just show all the ups and downs of being a hustler, all the trials and tribulations, all the negatives, all the positives, and things of that nature.
Okay. How did it come about? Like, who assembled this cast? Because it seems like the cast just gels and everything is just like properly put together. Like, was there a casting call for this? Like, is this family members? Is this just somebody you knew? Like, yo, you in the hood? Yo, listen, you been my day one. Yo, you on the show. Like, how did this come about? Because it seems like everybody knows what they're doing on here.
Well, I mean, aside from the show, we are all friends. We were all friends before the show, with the exception of Egypt. Egypt and Inch were friends. We met her once we started filming.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but aside from that, we all kind of grew up together. We all know each other from the hood, from school, all over the place. So, we kind of that's why the chemistry on set, on camera is so great, because, we all have the same chemistry outside of, doing the show.
And I got up on it late, and I like to think that I'm on top of shit, but I got on it late. Like, one day I was just in the gym, and I was watching Money and Violence. That was what I was. That used to be like my shit to like kind of like subtract me like from actually working out on the treadmill. So I was like, yo, I need to watch something that's gonna give me 30 to 45 minutes, and the shit is so good that, you know what I mean. So I'm watching, and then somebody right next to me was like, yo, what's that you watching? And I was like, Money and Violence. He's like, nah, ain't no new shit. That shit's old, man. He was like, yo, you need to get up on this. And then he was like, yo, just YouTube 848. And then I started watching. I was like, oh, shit. And then the shit that caught my eye was that it was all familiar to me. Like, the Money and Violence shit is hot, but as Brooklyn-based. And being from the Bronx, I can relate more to the scenery and the places and, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, shit, niggas is at White Castle. Like, oh, niggas is on Allison. I was like, oh, the niggas is on Gun Hill. I was like, yo, this is all right. So that's how I got into it. And then when I seen Egypt, I was like, oh, shit. So, you know how you see somebody and you be like, yo, oh, shit. Then, you know, I hit up and shit like that. And I was like, yo, I like what you're doing. I'm proud of you. I see what, you know. So that's what caught my attention. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always salute and support something coming from the Bronx because we ain't got much going on. You know what I'm saying? We, like I saw, Inch just called in. We, you know, we got a lot of shit that comes hit or miss, but y'all been pretty consistent for a couple of joints now. So that's what is the formula to be being so consistent?
Well, I think it's pretty much the response that we got from the hood, from YouTube and all of that. I mean, we almost had 3 million views right now on YouTube.
Wow, that's
and,
amazing.
You know, they keep us consistent. They keep us on our toes. You know, they comment. They reach out to us. I mean, the love that we get in the street is amazing. And, you know, just things like that is what keeps us going. You know, we do it for the fans.
I seen Inch post something the other day that some woman got a tattoo on her shoulder, and it said,
shout out to her.
What was it? It was official tissue.
It was 848. Us never them.
Us never them. I was like, wow, that's a fan. That was
like that's
for
a
real.
Fan or like a family. Wow,
that's a fan. Ain't nobody fan member.
She like, ain't nobody else doing that shit over here.
Like, we all thought about it. We all thought about it. I know Nitty and Ty was talking about getting the 848 tattoo, but none of us have got it yet. So for somebody outside of us to get it first, I think that's dope.
That's
real
super
big.
dope. That's dope. That's
dope. Kid, you watch the series?
I'm about to now.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, we from the Bronx.
I'm
man.
the last person who knows about this stuff.
Oh, yeah, you need
I'm
to
the
watch.
Bronx. Be like,
Sheesh, man.
don't get me started.
I'm telling you,
like 3 years
like
in
once
right
you
now.
start watching, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
and they right in your hood too.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
We highlight the entire Bronx. We're not just based in one particular area. We all from the Bronx, so we all try to make sure that we highlight every part of the Bronx. So when you watch it, there's always some familiarity that you have.
Exactly.
That's why it's so dope. 'Cause it's like, and then like you said, it's addicting. You just be like, yo, what's gonna happen next episode? What's gonna happen next episode? Like I've seen people in the page, and they like, yo, y'all killing me right now. I don't know what to do.
They waiting.
Yeah, like they go in. Like if you watching a Power or you watching any other show, like for real, they
patiently waiting too. We want to come back out, but this is all on Inch time. This we going by you're the producer, but the creator of the show says when it's gonna happen, and that's when it happens.
So let me ask y'all something. Do y'all know the entire script?
No, we don't.
So it's just like
I do.
No, no,
you
we
do,
don't.
right?
We get it as we film.
Really?
And half of the time, half of the scenes they do, I won't know until y'all watch. When I'm watching, I'll watch with y'all, and I'll be like, okay, when they did this, because half of the time, if I'm not there filming with them, I won't know.
Really? So how long in advance?
Hold on, because this is getting good. I want to bring Ty in on the segment.
You already know it's Famous Flavor Radio. It's your girl, Rain, the hostess with the mostest. We got the cast at 848. I want to give a shout out real quick to the sponsors, Core Water, be true to your core, Google, don't be evil, and Sapien Consultants, you already know. We're going to get back. Now we got a UCAST member with us, Ty Banger, right? Ty Banger, let's go.
Ty Banger just stepped in the building. Let them know what it is, huh? You gotta let them know who you are, huh?
Ty motherfucking Banger. It ain't hard to tell.
Ty the fucking shooter, bitch. You gotta let them know what it is on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Chitty, bang, bang.
So where we left off? Because we was getting.
Man, I know. I don't know what my last question was. I was so into it.
I'm gonna ask.
Oh no, that I knew. Go ahead. Stop. Okay, wait. So how much in advance, right, do you get to read your script before you start filming? Because you don't get everything. And once you do that, like, or when you read certain things, are you like, oh shit, like this dude is not making it to next season. He's not even making it to next episode. Like, do you ever have any like feelings like that about anybody?
We know everybody's gonna go. Besides us, we know that. That's automatic. Everybody gotta go eventually.
All right.
If they're not part of the team, we so used to that. That's not even a thought.
When
And if they last longer than we think they are, then we be like, oh shit, you last. You made it. Shit.
That's what you'd be surprised
That's
at,
what
right?
we
If you
surprised
actually
at.
last
If
longer than we.
anything.
Okay, okay.
when is that nigga from the lobby that you keep dubbing? Where that nigga go though? You know
He
what I'm saying?
died. He dead.
Oh, he done?
Yeah, he died in season
Oh,
one.
I ain't up to that yet. All right.
was in season
Oh,
one.
I missed that then.
Yeah,
I
he
missed
died.
that.
Oh, you not? Now that means you gotta rewind.
Yeah, I gotta get
In
my to rewind.
I
He
believe in
died.
the finale.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, in the finale.
So, Tone, I'm gonna ask you, being that you're the director, right? How does 848 compare to the other series that are out now? Came, present, past. What's different about 848 that people should catch on to now if they wasn't on the wave yet?
Well, I mean, I think the difference is one, the attention to detail that we have, the special effects that we have in the show, and just basically even the storyline. I mean, we try to incorporate a lot of, common situations, things that you can relate to. We touched on cancer, we touched on rape, we touched on just the unity amongst friends. We touched on a whole lot of stuff. So, I mean, just aside from the basic premise of the show, which is a group of hustlers, we also touch on things that aren't in your average web series. I mean, people are starting to do stuff now, but back then, if you watch our show back then, those are things that we've been doing.
It's funny you said people are starting to do it now. Before 848 came about, you from I'm sure if Inch is the creator and you're the director, he must have came to you with this idea and say, "Yo, listen, this is what I want to do." Yeah, I put it together. Yeah, I assembled it all. Did y'all watch anything else before this and were inspired to do 848?
Yeah, of course. Well, Money and Violence was like the top hood cinema show out, so that definitely inspired us. And then shows like Power, Empire, all of those type of shows, those also inspired us. The Wire, a lot of the show is The Wire influence, so those type of shows is really what inspired the coming together of the show.
Okay, would you suggest to anyone that was thinking about doing their own web series, would you be like, nah, B, we got it sewn up, nah, don't even waste your time? Or would you say, listen, give constructive criticism and say, yo, listen, this shit is harder than it looks. I would have did it this way. If you had to start all over again, I would do it this way. Or like, what is your suggestions on takes on that?
Honestly, people hit me up all the time asking me to be a part of their show, help them with their show, question me about stuff that I did and all of that stuff. So, for the people, the advice that I always give people is to, one, take your time, because this is a genre of cinema that is just starting, and I think that the internet is oversaturated with web series now, because anybody picks up a camera, they got a group of people from their hood and they just start shooting stuff, but not all of it is good. So take your time, write, watch other things, because you could get influences by a lot of stuff, and then put something together, because once you do that, then your show will be different. Although there's 1,000 of them out there now, there are only a few that people talk about.
Okay, and 848 definitely being one of those. That's why you guys are up here. Ty, were you an original member of the 848 crew?
I guess when it all got said and done, I was, but I was told when Inch first put it together that he only wanted me to be in like the first 2 episodes. But the way our camera presence was and how we performed on camera, like the chemistry between the cast members, he came to me after that and was like, listen, I'm thinking about keeping you for the whole season. Would you be with that? And after seeing how much fun it is, mind you, we all friends outside of the show. So you get to chill with your peoples and do a bunch of stupid shit. It's just mad fun. So I was like, I was with it. And we went from, taking 7 hours to do 2 scenes to we knock shit out one take at a, like I'm one take Ty. I get my lines. I probably look at them the day he send them to me like a week early. I really don't read my lines until the day of. So day of I read my lines. We do a few dry runs and we make very, very few mistakes now.
Okay. Egypt said something before that was kind of interesting. The only people that's gonna last is the original people or the cast members. So does that mean that there's no room for anyone else to be added to the cast?
Actually, they
Or y'all just
No,
on some one
actually-
take.
no,
Nigga, you can
actually-
come in, but you gonna die.
no,
Nigga.
wait.
Famous is trying to get
Hold on.
Famous is trying to solidify a spot.
I want the cameo, but I don't want to be the DJ nigga that gets shot in the club. You know what I'm saying? Like after the first record,
But
like
wait,
this nigga died, nigga died.
If you've been watching it from the beginning, you know we started at just us 6, right?
Okay.
Then we added on people who are now main cast members with us.
Okay.
So it is possible for people to last. Not everybody.
Not everybody dies.
Not
and
everybody.
We're getting a little bit slower with the deaths. We don't want to just keep having a bunch of senseless deaths. So everybody who actually dies is a meaningful death. Not everybody dies, both enemy side and our side. So you know, just you're gonna look for a lot more acting in this. You know, there's a lot of people that actually have to act as opposed to just dying and that's it. So
We're
it's gonna be a good
extending their
season.
death.
So
It's gonna
nigga
be a
that
good
coming on.
season.
Nah, you gotta Ty, kill that nigga. That nigga can't act. Nigga, you go.
There are people that will last more than one scene.
No, but I want to ask, because there's so much that people do get shot and stuff, like how is that? Because it's like in the streets. Do you guys have to get like certain permits? You know, do you gotta watch
Never got
out?
a permit. Never got a permit.
But do you gotta watch out for police? Because if you running and you look like you got a joint in your hand and you look like
We definitely
they like,
gotta
oh,
stand the
wait a
block.
minute.
We had some issues.
We try
Yeah.
to be
We had some issues with
we
that.
try to be really discreet with how we move. I mean, we have had some police activity in the past with the show, but we've been able to work all of that stuff out, and everything's all good. So the more and more we go, the more and more discreet we get. So it just makes for a better.
Yeah, because I'm like, wait a minute, this look like, wait a minute, you on 3rd Avenue, broad daylight. They going
Getting
down.
away with it.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it's just like, that's always been a question. That's dope.
Yeah, if you, I'll tell you like this: if you when you watch the show and you see my character about to let that thing go, watch what I do. I always scan the block. I always make sure I get a block up and down for police activity. Because if this was the real world, if I was still doing this type of stuff, I wouldn't just get out the car and shoot at a nigga. I want to shoot at the nigga and go home and be like, yo, that nigga dead, I'm good.
Yeah.
So if you look at my character, when I get out the car,
This
when we about to
is-
do
what are you
something,
talking
I
about,
dare
Thomas?
look
It's
up the
all
block,
acting.
down the block, or I give a quick little look.
You just what? He just went left field. Let me reiterate, this is all acting. I don't know what he's saying. This is all acting, okay? All acting. None of this is real.
Listen, I'm just telling you, I got certain
Sheesh.
behavioral traits that I never lost. That's all.
Okay,
Good Lord
okay,
Jesus.
okay. So that makes for a good character, though, you know?
Hopefully. I mean, from what I get in the streets now, people run up on me and think I'm actually Ty Banger.
Oh, okay.
Like they believe I'm that dude. And I mean, if that's the case, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's what's up. So talking about that, when you're in the streets, how is that? How is people approaching you, and how does
Amazing.
it feel like?
It's all love. We just
Get a lot
genuinely
of love.
love. Sometimes, you know, they do run up on you and be like, oh my God, well, don't shoot me, don't hurt me. Listen, don't curse me out. I ain't gonna call you no bitch. I be like, it's not that serious. Like, hey, my friends call me a bitch. Only my friends, though.
I was in
But,
Poughkeepsie last week, and I was in a store, and a lady walked up on me and was like, excuse me, my sister want to know if you Ty Banger from 848 in Poughkeepsie.
Wow.
And I was like, yes, I am. She wanted to take a picture and everything, and I'm always willing to take a picture. We all are, actually.
Yeah, but that happens everywhere.
I mean,
North
I've
Carolina, they ran down
I travel
on me.
a lot, and
Yeah,
I've been recognized in
Charlotte.
Florida. I've been recognized
Me too.
in Atlanta, in North Carolina, New Jersey.
Well, my flyer
Connecticut,
miles ain't that high,
all over
so.
the
Yeah,
place.
Charlotte, they ran down
All over
on
the
me.
place.
Like, Atlanta,
Yeah, that's so
they
crazy
went
though.
over.
From
Watching.
you know, and if you think about it, right? Because I mean, it's in its maturity, but it's still somewhat of a baby project, right? And you get all of these people just like, yo, and then it's like whoever you were before. Ty Bang or whatever, they don't even call you that anymore. That's it.
Exactly.
You always gonna be
everybody
pretty
calls me
tone.
pretty.
You always gonna be
You know what's crazy?
Everybody.
Is you call. I think Pretty called me by my regular name the other day, and I was in shock. Like, what are you saying? Who you talking to? I haven't got called my government name in like the last 3 years. So I was like,
Yeah,
what?
sometimes I gotta call her
Excuse me?
her government name.
Like,
because
yeah,
sometimes
Bring it back
it's a lie. I gotta call her by her real name.
That's not even real.
To
Like,
let her
where's
know,
that coming
like-
from? I was like, oh, okay, I'm not even
Bring the diva down.
All right.
Yo, that's it. It's it.
Where would you like to see the series go? Like,
On-
what's
on a-
next for the series?
Well, I mean, as Inch said, you know, Netflix is definitely an ideal place to be. We're trying to get production deals with, you know, let's say Universal or Sony or one of those type of things. HBO, you know, just on a higher platform than what we are now. We plan on leaving YouTube and going to a higher platform. Of course, getting paid is also the ultimate goal as well. So, you know, we trying to make it definitely.
In the event that you get one of those deals actually carved out and inked and all of that, would you guys start from the very beginning and redo, or would you start off for where you at and then just kind of take it?
Well, see, the good thing about how we started was that we started already in the mix. So if there's an origin show or something like that, we have ample room to go with. So, you know, it all depends on whatever network we are with wants. You know, if they want to start from the beginning, if they want to just continue from where we left off, you know, that we don't have to redo what we did already. So
I think the talent with the people involved, meaning us cast members, the writer, the director, I think we can grow in either direction. We can grow forward, or we can actually grow backwards, but not move backwards at the same time. Like we can, I'm sure we can come up with something that'll give people a great idea of where we started from, how we even came together as a crew, and at the same time still show people how we're growing as a crew, how we're knocking niggas off, how we taking over this, how we getting this bread. I think the talent between my writer and my director can do both, and I'm sure the acting skills with my team, we can knock anything the fuck out.
So do y'all ever plan to become y'all the cleanup crew, right? So y'all ever become, you know, like good, like Egypt go home and she get married, she making cookies, she ain't doing her thing no more. Y'all ever think about?
when you leave the streets alone, the streets always manage to call you back.
Exactly.
So you never know.
I done killed too many niggas to go.
He like, nah, B, I can't do
I'm
it.
always gonna have that hammer close. Like, it ain't happening.
Oh, we ain't acting no more, Ty?
I'm just, listen, Ty, when you see Ty Banger in the street, say Ty Banger. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Nah, I'm a very nice guy. I take pictures, bro.
So since the series, what's up with that cake action? Like, that cake action is crazy. Like, I mean, I gotta ask.
I mean, when you say cake, because I'm a chef also, so when you say
like,
cake,
you
it could mean anything.
We talking about that cake, like
I thought he meant
that
pastries.
Duncan Hines. Nah, Ty, we talking about that. Oh, you Ty Banger? I'm like, and we like, yeah.
There's a lot
that's
of
what he's
we
talking
get a
about.
lot of love in the streets. I mean, but for the most part, we leave fans where they are. You know.
Now they do.
Good answer,
Season
good
one.
answer.
Let me answer for you.
Good answer.
Hold
Good answer.
Hold on, let me answer for you.
Egypt,
In
let it
season
know.
one, these niggas was taking them down. You
First
heard?
of all-
I'm the
first
sis.
of all-
I know they was taking them
First
down.
of
Keep it
all-
100, bro.
Everybody's married, so I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
Okay, you
Who's
pulling
everybody? We
Okay,
talking about the two men
Not
that's
me.
here. We talking about
Not me.
Pretty Tone and Ty Banger. We ain't talking
You ain't
about nobody
never-
else.
Listen,
Wait.
I'm gonna speak for
All the
myself.
married men at
I'm gonna
home.
say
We're
this
not
in your
talking about
voice, the
them.
lies you tell, because you ain't
Yeah,
never
yeah.
known me to take that down.
See, why he not throwing it? We talking about the cast members that was here, right? Exactly. Stop bringing out. We're not talking about them. We talking about y'all two.
Have you been drinking?
We talking about y'all two. Have you been drinking?
Listen,
or do
I
you
can
see
speak for
some sun in
myself.
here? Take these shades
I
off
can
and
speak for
look
myself.
in my eyes, nigga.
In
Before you got
season
out.
one,
What's up,
in
man?
season one, I was definitely cutting that cake.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna
Okay,
lie. Season
okay.
one, I was cutting that cake. Season two, I decided to fall back. Luckily enough for me, I've met somebody that's real special to me.
That's
So
what's up.
it's a done deal. For anybody's
what's
concerned.
up.
Get a hand clap for that.
Thank you. Keep it 100.
Please, please.
Sheesh.
See, you should have
I've
been
been
here
a
for the
Christian
show we
since
had
season
the
one.
other day.
Good one.
And
Good answer.
look, we was
Since
also
season
on that
one.
show. It was lit.
Christian, you better
I've been a
we
Christian
could've had
since
him
season
here 'cause he
one.
would've fronted.
I still am, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Christians
This
multiply, bro.
nigga lie. You know what's
there's a-
crazy?
there's a
It's
couple-
always the ones in the church that be doing it, right?
There's a couple females looking at, oh, he's not even going to acknowledge me.
Listen.
He's not even going to acknowledge me.
Listen.
There's no little pretty
gotta go see that
tones
church.
running around.
The lies he tell.
I gotta go to that church.
The lies he tell. Pretty lying, y'all. Pretty lying. I'm talking to my life. He lying.
She don't know what she's talking about.
I know what I'm
man.
talking
I know what
about.
she's talking about.
I'm talking about season one, nigga. We going on season 3. It's okay. It's okay to keep it real.
Season one, we was
It's
definitely
about to
cutting
be
that cake.
2018, bro.
It was going
You ain't gotta lie,
We was
Craig.
cutting
You ain't
that
gotta lie.
That's all I'm gonna say.
man.
We was cutting that cake season one.
Oh man.
I'm only speaking for the two people here. I can't
Thank you. Can I get a high five
for
on that?
nobody
That's
else.
it. That's it. 2 people here, y'all.
I'm diabetic. I don't eat cake.
So he
man.
said.
That's what it is. So let them know where they could go and watch season 1, season 2. Let's do the roll call. Give them your information if they want to, like, you know, subscribe to the channel, whatever like that. Fans, they want to hit y'all up.
That's pretty because you got like 10 pages, so you go first.
Well, I mean, you can find all of us on the 848 web series page. We have a Twitter account, Instagram account, Facebook account, all 848 web series. Of course, YouTube. Check us out on YouTube. Both season 1 and season 2 are there. Season 3 is dropping next year, 2018. You can find me. I'm Pretty Tone 848 on Instagram. I'm also Food by Chef Aubrey on Instagram because I am a chef as well. And I mean, I got a bunch of other pages, but those are my main pages. You know, I do photography, I do music videos, all that type. I'm a party promoter. I do
But
all
you
kinds
ain't
of
taking
stuff.
it down,
All
though.
right, so
But yeah, so you can find me there.
We got to bring you back with some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Egypt, First Lady 848. You can catch me on the 848 web series page. I got a fan page on Facebook, Egypt First Lady 848, and on Instagram, Heaven Sent B. And also on Instagram, we got the 848 web series page.
Ty Benga. You can catch me at Ty Benga, TYEBANGA, not ER. It ends in an A. I'm sorry, Ty Benga 848 on Instagram. That's where you can catch me.
Okay, Hood Legend, what's up? Let them know what it is.
Well, world famous Cool Kid, DJ Cool Kid 01. That's it. You find me.
Well, let me shout out the
we
rest of
good.
the cast members. You got Eden Wall Inch. That's Benny Bricks. You can find him on Instagram. You got Privilege _ Nitty. That's Nitty. You can find him on Instagram. Shine World 30. That's 25's Instagram. You got Moon Chow, which is Moon's character on Instagram. So, you know, you can look out for everybody. We all here. Shout out to the rest of the team.
Word.
You know, they couldn't be here.
Well, we definitely appreciate y'all. 848 is that series to definitely check for. It's on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Support real shit, man. Support donk shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Look out for season 3, Famous Flavor Radio. We are here live each and every Monday, 6 to 7 p.m. DJ Famous NYC. If you want to check any missed episodes, famousflavor.com, famousflavorradio.com. Rain, what's up, baby? Let them know what it is.
You already know you can check me out at Rain 711 and Rain the Hostess with the Mostest. I also got a fan page, Rain Hostess with the Mostest, and you already know.
Shout out to Core Water for sponsoring, Google, Sapien.
Yeah, them Google socks is lit right there.
Only show on this type of network with these major sponsors. We doing what we do over here, baby. Catch y'all next week. Holla.
Out of here.
You are now tuned into Famous Radio Live every Monday, 6 p.m. till 7. Let's go.